What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Clay'sCoins. I believe Competence Creates Confidence. This is not financial advice. This is not an indication to buy, hold, or sell any cryptocurrency, stock, or NFT talked about in this video or on this channel. I'm just here to bring you guys some information, education, and better understanding of cryptocurrency, the stock market, NFTs, all that good stuff. Today, we're going to be looking at Coinbase. And we're not the only ones looking at Coinbase because the SEC definitely is. They were investigating Coinbase, and shortly after they launched their investigation on Coinbase, class action lawsuits started popping up out of the woodwork. We're going to be talking about and looking at 4 class action lawsuits that are already filed or being filed against Coinbase. We're going to take a look at Coinbase's stock price as of right now and some estimates and predictions for how it should be looking in the future. What better way to kick off a Coinbase video than Webull. Webull, guys, you can chart over there. You can trade crypto, options, stocks. You can do paper trading so you can practice. The amount of stuff you can do on just a free fintech app it's crazy, guys. All you have to do if you don't have an account yet is set up a new account, fund it with any amount whatsoever. Literally any amount. You can go outside, find a penny, go to the bank, put it in your account, and put it into Webull. Then you have the opportunity to get up to 12 free fractional shares worth up to $30,600. All you have to do, set up a new account, put any amount in it, and then you can hit the random number generator and win up to a new car in fractional shares. That's pretty crazy, guys. Also, no matter what, no matter how much you get, it always supports the channel. It lets Webull know that the Clay'sCoins family loves their endorsement, loves their affiliation, and should, keep this up, guys, and shows that we're doing a good job. So now we can get into the article by Gizmodo. Gizmo don't know. Coinbase has been slammed with multiple class action lawsuits since the SEC began investigating it. Many of the suits allege the company has failed to register its assets as securities and protect users' crypto from theft or bankruptcy. These are not very positive allegations. Any institution regularly dealing with customers' money will be a prime target for lawsuits, but Coinbase, one of the most popular crypto exchanges on the scene, has been practically showered with legal complaints just this past month, all of them aspiring class action lawsuits. And if you didn't know this little caption, Coinbase is one of the world's largest exchanges by trading volume. If you did not know, not just, over here, I live in the United States. I say that often. I just want to make sure in case there's any new viewers, you understand where I'm coming from. But Coinbase is probably, I'd say without question, the most popular crypto exchange that of anyone I know that they use. It's way more popular than Binance US or Kraken or Gemini or anything like that. It's Coinbase, or people get it usually on their computer. So a lot of people get crypto, I guess, on Robinhood still if you use Robinhood, but the best place to get it would be over on Webull. Hit that link down below. On Tuesday, a class action lawsuit was filed in California District Court arguing that Coinbase routinely fails to secure accounts. That's not good in crypto. The plaintiff in the suit, Manish Agarwal, no way I pronounced that right, alleges his Coinbase wallet was drained of $200,000 in April this year. The suit further states that when Manish tried to go to Coinbase with the issue, the systems put him through a recursive loop of impenetrable screens that prevented him from explaining his situation to any human being and was incapable of redressing the theft of his savings. That's so beyond frustrating. I will say that Manish, however you pronounce your name, the willpower and the self-discipline you have to not just absolutely lose it after having $200,000 drained and then not even being able to speak to a person about it, holy, a lot of people would just have absolutely gone off the walls. Attorneys claim that Coinbase told Agrawal somebody had gained access to his account through his Google Authenticator code. I don't believe that. According to the complaint, Coinbase told him it isn't liable for stolen crypto, is unconscionable and unenforceable under California policy. Wow. A spokesperson for Coinbase told Gizmodo in an email statement the company takes extensive security measures to ensure our customer accounts remain safe. We educate our customers on how to avoid cryptocurrency scams and report known scams to appropriate law enforcement authorities. That sounds like they're saying that it's his problem, and it's his fault that he had crypto drained from his account via their platform. So they're just straight up gaslighting. Though this latest suit against Coinbase is just a drop in the bucket for overall crypto wallet hacks, 4 separate lawsuits have come down by the Los Angeles-based crypto exchange since the start of August. It all started barely more than a week after the Securities and Exchange Commission, also known as SEC, also known as Shady, announced it was investigating whether the exchange had improperly categorized its assets when it allegedly should have been listing its holdings as securities all along. Just a few days before that news dropped, the SEC had also brought the hammer down on former Coinbase manager Ishan Wahi, alleging he'd committed insider trading by tipping his brother and friend about trades. That's not what you want. Debate over whether crypto should be treated as a security has come up again and again in recent months. Gary Gensler, who is the SEC chair, wrote in a Wall Street Journal op last week opinioning, "There's no reason to treat the crypto market differently than the rest of the capital markets just because it uses a different technology. Just because it's different doesn't mean it's different." The first 2 civil lawsuits filed August 4th claimed Coinbase had routinely lied and misled users about the assets the company was putting into the exchange. Plaintiffs of the class action lawsuit filed by investment law firm Pomerantz LLP in New Jersey District Court argue Coinbase hadn't told users that their assets could be used as the exchange's property if it were to ever go into bankruptcy, and that all the money put into Coinbase should have been registered as securities. A second aspiring class action lawsuit filed in Delaware District Court that same day similarly wants to hold the exchange's feet to the fire over whether the company would use its users' crypto as its own assets in case of bankruptcy. The lawsuits base this complaint about protecting their assets in case of bankruptcy on a May 10th quarterly filing, which says, and I quote, "Because custodially held crypto assets may be considered to be the property of a bankruptcy estate, in the event of bankruptcy, the crypto assets we hold in custody on behalf of our customers could be subject to bankruptcy proceedings, and such customers could be treated as our general unsecured creditors." So, did you guys know that when you were downloading Coinbase off the App Store or Google Play Store, putting some money on it out of your bank account and buying crypto, that was you being an unsecured creditor for Coinbase in case they ever go bankrupt? I didn't think so. This sounds like it does not support these class action lawsuits and does not help their case whatsoever. Coinbase has, of course, clapped back, I love the terminology in this, against this last complaint in particular. CEO Brian Armstrong went out of his way to tell users that they were in no risk of bankruptcy. Why is that the number one thing he gets mad and goes out of his way to say, is that they're in no risk of bankruptcy? How about the fact that any of the stuff they said prior to the bankruptcy thing, he just heard like, "You're broke," and he's like, "Oh, we're not broke, we're not broke." Sounds like they might be broke, because they didn't address any of the actual issues. They just wanted to make sure people think that they're not broke, which is generally what broke people do. But that the SEC disclosure was part of a requirement by the federal agency. This isn't self-snitching. This was a requirement, guys. There's a difference. He apologized to users for not making it clear that legal protections of crypto assets have not been tested in court, quote unquote. Sounds like they're about to. And that it's possible crypto would be considered company assets if the company ever went belly up. So he literally affirmed what was insinuated after clapping back by saying that they're not going to go bankrupt. He talks about it here in tweets. We can go skim past that because we just read it. But the legal carrion birds weren't done circling. Another aspiring class action complaint followed the first 2 later in August, filed by Georgia resident George Catula, along with over 100 other Coinbase wallet holders. The complaint, filed in Georgia District Court August 15th, argued Coinbase has not registered its assets as securities, has not kept its customers' accounts secure, and has, in the past, locked consumers from accessing their accounts, quote-unquote, for extended periods of time or permanently while failing to respond to complaints. I remember Power Ledger and I think it was G-Yen in last fall, when it was like a couple days after Power Ledger launched, there was some glitch in their system, and it showed people had a much larger balance of this cryptocurrency than they actually had. And so they froze everyone's accounts for the Power Ledger. You couldn't deposit, you couldn't withdraw, you couldn't transfer, buy, sell, anything like that of this cryptocurrency. They wouldn't respond to anyone, and this was like 3 or 4 weeks at a time. This crypto like more than doubled during that time period and then fell back down to below its buy-in price for many people, and then they unfroze. So a lot of people were mad about that. I remember that. Users have made rumblings about issues accessing their account funds, fearing the exchange was about to cut off users from crypto like others have before. And that's another thing to keep in mind, is when different crypto exchanges are straight up going out of business, if you log into Coinbase and your accounts are frozen, you're going to be like, oh crap, is this going to happen like ZipMex, or, is this entire exchange about to go under and I'm going to lose all my stuff? The company previously told Gizmodo the issue arose due to back-end technical problems that had been fixed. Still, despite attempts to calm the nerves of Coinbase's millions of users, the company has had to distance itself from failed crypto firms like Celsius or Three Arrows Capital to show that it's not yet ready to haul up its own tombstone. Paul Grewal, Coinbase's chief legal officer, has gone out of his way to tell users, your funds are your funds and your crypto is your crypto. Altogether, these aspiring class actions still have a long way to go before any financial penalties reach the hands of the plaintiffs. The August 15th lawsuit is looking for damages in the ballpark of $5 million for the members of the class action lawsuit. Coinbase has struggled hard amid the ongoing crypto winter. Initial reports of the company rescinding job offers from prospective employees were followed up by an announcement that the exchange was cutting over 1,000 staff positions. That's terrible. I always say certain things like that, like, if you lost a little bit of money, say you had, you were invested in Coinbase's stock and you've lost some money on it. At least you didn't work there and just got laid off, or at least you weren't just, you were offered the job to work at Coinbase, left your current job, you're getting ready to start your new job, and they rescind your job offer because climates are tough, crypto markets are down. There's just, put things into perspective, guys. But let's actually look at Coinbase's share price right now. So at the current time of this recording, Coinbase is looking at $64.39. And these are lines that I can't even remember when I put in here, but it was a while ago. This is a positive thing because we have broken a downtrend that has held. The resistance has held since November 9th of last year, and the support has held since October 18th of last year. We just, for the very first time, we're looking at the daily candles on Coinbase, and I'll just grab this right here because we tried once right there, that was on November 9th. We had a big push right here to break out again, which was right around the end of March. We tried again in mid-July, and then finally at the beginning of August broke through and have since created this little wedge. I'll actually switch that for this, and have started to create a little breakout wedge right here with daily candles. So I'll zoom in more on that just so you guys can see, and this is coming right off of an earnings report. So where do I expect this to go? Honestly, I don't expect it to get any better anytime soon. However, the technicals would indicate that it might. So this is a stock I would absolutely be watching, and it only makes sense for the users of my channel. Obviously, if most people who watch this cryptocurrency channel are invested in cryptocurrency, I would imagine. I mean, obviously, you know what assuming does, but I can expect, in my opinion, to see this. This is the thing, though, is because we've fallen down to such a low level, and there's such a hard line of support right around this $45 level that I don't see us dipping below that. That is an incredible buy zone, in my opinion. If you can pick it up there, you're doing way better than a lot of people. I do believe in the short term we might be headed back there, especially if the crypto climate as a whole does not get better, but all is not lost because Wall Street analysts have something different to say about it. Over on tip ranks, Coinbase Global 64.57 is the exact price as of right this second at the time of this recording, and Wall Street analysts are saying the average upside is a 54.85% upside, offering a 54.75% upside on the 12-month price target. Their 12-month price target for Coinbase is $100, or that's what they believe the price target should be as of right now. They are saying it could go as low as 42 and as high as 220. As you can see right here, 10 of the 20 that have rated this said they would buy, 8 said they would hold, and 2 said they would sell. As of right now, a high of 220 would be just absolutely insane. Going from 64.63 to 220 would be a great return on your investment, and it would do wonders for Coinbase as a company. Do I think that's going to happen? No. Do I think 42 is going to happen? I think 42 is a little bit low. I would say maybe high 40s, low 50s is more reasonable than the 200s. But I think more reasonable than both of those is closing in closer to $100, like this says, over the next few months, once the SEC starts to fizzle out a little bit on Coinbase, starts to, one thing that's good and bad is the news cycle is so quick that things come out so fast, but also things come out so fast and things are so quick that people can forget and people can have short-term memory loss because they have an influx of new information so quick. So hopefully people can get this negative sentiment away from Coinbase, out of their minds, out of sight, out of mind for the time being. SEC can finish up what they're doing, and then in my opinion, from what I've seen, I see a lot of people use Coinbase, and that right there is utility enough for it to keep going. When other exchanges are still in business and don't have close to the user base or volume that Coinbase does, I think that Coinbase, as long as they're not doing anything incredibly out of jurisdiction or out of legality, they should be good for the long haul, guys. Alright guys, that's going to be everything for the video today. I wanted to bring you guys a stock market video. It's been a long time, but it's Coinbase, so it's like a perfect hybrid between. I wanted to show you guys what's going on with the share price, what tip ranks and that Wall Street analysts say, and how they are dealing with all these class action lawsuits, because they're going to be paying out some money. And as of right now, I think Bitcoin just is right around 19,500. Ethereum's right around 1,500. Ethereum's been doing a great job recently over the past 30 days, 60 days. Compared to Bitcoin, Ethereum has been doing great. Bitcoin's under 20,000 now, so it looks like we're going to have a big dip before this next rip. Hopefully Coinbase, hopefully they can stay in business. Hopefully they don't start to bankrupt and test some of these theories and allegations that are coming out. Do I think that's going to happen? No. I think Coinbase should do just fine as long as they keep their head on straight and really tighten up and focus now that the SEC has their eyes on them. I think they should come out of the other side of this better and bigger than ever. So if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know in the comment section down below by putting a flexing emoji, as you guys know. Thank you guys. Stay healthy, stay hydrated. Hit that Webull link down below to get yourself a new car worth of fractional shares, possibly, just for setting up a new account and funding it. Follow me at RealClaysCoins on Twitter, at ClaysCoins on Instagram. Like, all comments help the algorithm. Share, all the good stuff, guys. Join the channel, subscribe if you haven't already.